Recent attack on artist Esther Mahlangu has demonstrated that our elders are no longer as respected and protected as they should be. And what are authorities doing about this? We're now joined by Social Development Minister Lindiwe Zulu. Minister, thank you for your time this morning and good morning to you. Minister, I'm just curious, have you found any developments around what happened to Esther Mahlangu, perhaps even from the police? Have you been in touch with her? Have you spoken to her to find exactly what's been her experience after this very tragic past weekend?
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and a very good morning to your viewers. Yes, we have as a department been communicating with the police in particular, because when all is said and done, it is about finding the culprit. But also what is important for us is the manner in which the community in the area have responded and the way they are assisting the police to look for the culprit. But when all is said and done, it's all about the protection of the elderly, is the safety of the elderly in their own homes. And for Mahlangu, sibuhlungu impela about what happened to her. Sizozama konke singakwenza ukuthi sisebenzisane namaphoyisa. But when all is said and done, again, it's the long-term plans of the protection of the elderly. A week ago, we were in Northwest, and one of the elderly people spoke there at the imbizo of the president, especially about the issue of protection of the elderly. And our approach as a Department of Social Development starts from the fact that it's the community that needs to help us to make sure that the elderly are protected. It's the neighbors, it's the people who live with the elderly in their home to make sure. And it is not correct that the safety of the elderly is only checked at a time when a tragedy has happened, because in the case of Mahlangu, we're told that the insecurity up there, but the security wasn't working, which therefore means sometimes people lose guard and then they don't make sure that they check at all times. It's a pity and it's a shame for us as South Africans overall that we find our elderly people being abused and being attacked in this manner.
Yeah. Minister Zulu, I mean, I'm sure the numbers also indicate, and also Irene from an organization that works with the elderly has just confirmed that it's not only strangers that attack the elderly, it's also members of their own family. It could be their children, their grandchildren, or a trusted member of their circle who could equally be a perpetrator. Minister, what are you doing about this, just in terms of ensuring the safety of the elderly, not only from strangers, but also from potential members who could equally be, perpetrators and pose a risk and danger to our elderly?
As a department, we've got special programs which are working with NGOs and NPOs at a local level. We've also got, as you know, that we've got old age homes which we support as a Department of Social Development. Some elderly people, especially the fragile, they go and live in these old age homes because it's better protection there. But most of our own elderly people, from an African perspective, I know that people don't want their elderly to be going to no old age home, but the elderly themselves do not want to be going to an old age home when they are the ones that actually built the homes where young people live today. And therefore, our work as a department is to work community to community, street to street, assisting and supporting organizations that work on the ground. Legislation is there, regulations are there, but we know that legislation and regulation is not what is going to protect the elderly. And therefore, our programs are targeted at talking to communities, communicating with families, because we are also responsible for families. That is why we make the call all the time, that it is the people who are in the home who have to protect. And we know that many of the elderly suffer because even their old age grant gets taken away from them, the cards get taken away, the money gets taken away. This is a societal problem that needs all of us to partner with each other. And of course, government must lead. And we are leading as a Department of Social Development.
We'll leave our conversation there. And I appreciate your time this morning, Minister, Social Development Minister Lindiwe Zulu. Thank you for speaking to us this morning.